Okay. So the next part is formulating HR strategies. Now, SHRM is the subject in which we are studying human resource strategic human resource management, and as a subject of strategic management, we have studied that there are various strategies which need to formulate. There is a strategic management process, and at the second step there is a understanding the scenario, SWOT analysis, and then after formulate business strategies. So while formulating HR strategies also, there are some things which we have to understand first, and then we have to find out the various ways about the HR strategies. So what are the things that we need to consider first of all while formulating HR strategies? Now this need to keep in mind that a business strategy is actually a design, or that is already directed somewhere how the HR should act. According to the business strategy, if HRM department want to align, and uh, they have to act with the business, then it is strategic of HRM is more about getting things done. Okay, instead of just thinking for the or just planning, the expectation from the HRM is getting things done according to the business strategy, the way already it's shown by the business, and then um, uh, how to go on that way or how to cover that journey is depends on the various actions, and that action is the work of HRM. And it is certainly that influence of a business strategy on HRM strategies. Then the contribution of HR significant in emergent strategies strategic process. Mainly when the HR acts actually. So yesterday I just told you about Mintzberg two types of strategies. Mintzberg had described a strategy as a one of emergent strategies, and before the emergent, there is a deliberate strategy. So, deliberate strategy is the business strategy which they have planned ahead, and as and when the situation occurs, as and when the environment faces or the structure is been implementing, at that time, if the pre-decided strategy doesn't work properly, the different ways have to adapt, and that becomes or that knows as a emergent strategies. So HR, the main contribution of HR is while implementing a strategy, emergent strategies. Contribution of HR significant in emergent strategic process. So some of the parts, or we can say the methodology we have to follow while formulating HR strategy. First of all, assess feasibility. So feasibility means whatever the things which HR want to implement, that should be on a timely basis, that should be on reasonable cost, the behavioral expectation. For example, you can see the retention rates and productivity, that is expectation of the business from HR department, and all of these things they have to consider. So while doing any work in the HR segment, feasibility must have to understand. Feasibility means possibility of the things, whether it is possible or not, whether the things are capable within a capacity of HR or not. So that feasibility they have to understand. The second thing is determine desirability. So desirability को हम क्या कह सकते हैं? Examine the implications of strategy in terms of untouchable HR policies. So many times there are some policies which organization don't want to change, and at the time of in the emergent strategy, there could be some situation where the the actions of emergent strategies maybe not goes along with the HR policies, pre-decided policies. So there may be a contradiction between the HR policies and the emergent action or strategies. So here it should be considered that the HR policy should not be get uh, broken. So that may be a rapid versus one of the example we can consider here, a rapid retrenchment versus full employment policy. Now the organization is having a full employment policy, and because of the cost leadership, or HR have to cut the cost, and they are just working on the downsizing the manpower. So here the downsizing manpower, or we can say the rapid retrenchment, is going contrast with the policy of full employment. So here the desirability must be considered again. Then third is to determine goals. So it is very sure that the organization must have to, as like organization, the HR department also have to understand what is the exact things which they want to do. So the goals should be defined, main issues to be work on relevant with the business strategy. And for example, we can say a strategy to become a lower cost producer would require the reduction of a labor cost. So goals should not be void. So any action should be attached or a direction directing towards a achievement or fulfilling the goals. And decide a means of achieving goals. So how to achieve that goals? It is a means to achieving goals. So external fit maybe, or we can say the internal fit of the organization, the various functional areas, some functional sub-functional areas of HR. So everywhere the one of the actions should be get fitted. So this have to, that is one of the thing we have considered bundling. Bundling means a balancing between all HR sub functions. So how to achieve that thing, that should be decide first. So all of these are methodology one should consider while formulating HR strategy. Then there are some specific approach to strategy development. So what are that approaches? A best practice approach, then the best fit approach, and bundling approach. So these are the three type of approaches HR have to consider while formatting HR strategies. The best practice approach, it is what? It is nothing but a good practices within the industry. Because see, organization is, they cannot be get separate from the society or the community, and that too with the industry. So whatever they are doing, that should be according to the laws and culture of the industry and the society. So sophisticated selection and recruitment, sophisticated induction programs and training, then coherent appraisal system, flexibility of workforce skill, even if they want to downsize themselves, there also they have to do that practice with the human approach. So all of these are the best practice of the industry they must have to follow while designing and formulating a strategy. Second thing is a best fit. Best fit means they have to think whatever the actions they are doing, it should be aligned with the business strategy. And the third is a bundling. Bundling means keeping a balance between all the activities of HR functional areas. There may be a recruitment selection, there may be a performance appraisal, there may be a training development, and there may be a compensation. So everywhere, one action should be get balanced with the other. It should not violate the other department. It should not disturb to the other department, other sub-departmental areas. Again, we can say that is nothing but a bundling of action. So these are the three approaches one should consider. Any question do you have on this?